Hey guys, Engine here. In this video, we're going to have a look at the features delivered with Release Candidate 1 for version 26 of OBS Studio. For those of you unaware of release cycles, before an actual version is released, some developers provide release candidates to be used and tested. There can be multiple release candidates, which is why they have a number trailing the release candidate acronym, in this case RC1, since it's the first one for version 26. For us users, that means we can test and prepare ourselves for the features before the final release. If you're unfamiliar with testing, rolling back, or setting up multiple instances of the software, I would suggest not using release candidates and waiting for a final release. And that's why I'm here. I've spent the last few days going through the features and changes, and I'll go through them with you. The first mention goes to the virtual camera now being part of the base OBS installed on Windows. I've covered this recently in a video, as well as the NDI method for those of you who had issues with some software, looking at Zoom. You can find these videos here if you still need them. A source toolbar has made its way into the UI, which allows us to manage our sources without having to go into their properties. This toolbar is especially handy for refreshing browser sources and activating or deactivating video input devices. It can be disabled from the view menu if you don't want it in the way. In the version 25 feature video, I mentioned media controls coming into play without the need for hotkeys, and it's here. It's available for the media source, VLC video source, and the image slideshow source. It works pretty well, although it's a bit annoying if you use studio mode. There's also currently an issue I've found with audio desynchronizing when seeking videos in the VLC video source. I have, of course, submitted my findings to the OBS team for further analysis. There's a new noise suppression filter. The original one used a method provided by the Speaks codec, while the new one is RN Noise, an AI-based noise suppression filter. Think of it like NVIDIA's RTX voice, but for everyone. I am recording with it enabled right now to be able to keep my fans on and drown out the construction noise coming from outside, and I think it's been doing a great job. This is the RN Noise suppression test. This is the RN noise suppression test. You can now take screenshots using the context menus or hotkeys. Yes, screenshots of the preview video, scenes, and individual sources. I can see many use cases for this, be it troubleshooting, record keeping, or even for the ones of you that like to keep a clean game screenshot and a stream screenshot at the same time. You could easily script a macro for your keyboard or multi-action on your Stream Deck. The next features and tweaks are a bit smaller than the previous ones, but deserve mention nevertheless. You can now set projectors to stay always on top via the context menus. Before this, you had to set all of them to stay on top via the settings menu. The sRGB color space has been added and is also the default option for more accurate color representation. sRGB has been a standard for a very long time, and it gets very technical if you had to delve deep. In short, it's something beneficial, but it's good that you're aware that this is a change that is happening. The old color spaces, 601 and 709, will not be removed, so you can still revert to those if you need to. We have an option to use audio percentage other than decibel values in the advanced audio properties, handy if you don't understand how to gauge decibels. This, however, does not change them in the audio mixer. Text sources can have anti-aliasing removed. Anti-aliasing gives text a smooth render instead of having jagged edges, but this may not be desirable with some fonts. The option to disable it now gives us additional flexibility. There's a log viewer included, facilitating the troubleshooting of any issues. You'll find this under the help menu, logs, and view current log. The audio mixer level meters were improved to run at an update rate of 60 Hz up from 30 Hz. Now you'll see your audio levels respond better and update more smoothly. Other changes include the default audio sample rate is up to 48 kHz from 44.1 kHz. Media sources with remote URLs will automatically try to reconnect if disconnected. Hidden image sources will no longer check for changes. The settings window can now be closed using the escape key. VLC video source playlist items can be reordered by dragging and dropping them around. The cursor now updates according to the action being made. The transition dock user interface has been improved. Adding slashes to a recording name allows OBS to create directories for videos and replays automatically. Improved LUT filter performance and accuracy. The auto config dialog will now use standard resolutions when selecting your resolution, and several other smaller tweaks and a large list of bug fixes. If you'd like to have a look at the release notes yourself, I've left a link in the description for your convenience. And there we have it, what we can expect from OBS version 26 so far. A very big thank you to the developers for doing such stellar work. Remember, if you'd like to help out, feel free to download the release candidate and report any issues to the OBS dev team via GitHub or their official Discord. If you'd like to hang out with my community, affectionately called the Engineers, grab the Discord link from the description and join us. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. I'm Engen, and I'll see you in the next one.